What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Wireway. I'm Chris, and today we are talking about 14 RV items, products, modifications, basically for organizing. Having a new RV meant we needed new ways of organizing and figuring things out. So we're going to talk mainly about 14 pretty cheap items just to help you out with organizing and getting things squared away inside your RV. So let's go ahead and kick it off with number one. First one I want to talk about, you might have saw right behind me, is a pegboard. Now, I will say that this actually came with this RV because there's a freshwater tank right behind here, and they just decided it was a good idea to still make use of this little bit of limited space, and I thought it was a great idea. I thought to myself, how come I never really hung up a pegboard in my fifth wheel that I previously owned? It would have been an easy modification. It would have been a great addition to helping organize my basement. Instead of having all this stuff that I used to have in tool bags and drawers and plastic containers, to have it easily readable hanging on the wall like this, I just think it makes a great idea. So very easy modification, buying a pegboard and just screwing it into your basement wall or finding some place to put it. So I'm absolutely loving this new pegboard. The next item I want to talk about is another one of my new favorite items that I'm surprised I've never come across for some reason or never seen. I think it's a great idea. This little guy right here, the Camco Flush Out Kit. Basically, this is for your sewer hose and cleaning it out. It's just going to hook right up to the sewer hose, hook it up to water, and you can just clean out that sewer hose before you put it away. In the past, I'm sure many of us had basically, grab the sewer hose and we're trying to rinse it out with the hose, and we're holding it away from us, and it's kind of spraying back on us, making a mess. We're trying to, get that water down there, and you want to clean it out. Now, we usually dump our blacks and we dump our grays, and for the most part, the gray is somewhat clean, kind of cleans out that sewer hose before you put it away. But it can still be kind of nasty. Sometimes we don't have full gray tanks, whatever the case may be. So the fact that I can just hook this up and just blow out that sewer hose really good while it's still hooked up to sewer, clean it all out, and then stow it away, I'm actually really digging this thing. It's one of my new favorite products. Like I said before, I'm surprised I've never come across it or seen anybody using one. So if you're looking for a better way to clean out your sewer hose before stowing it away, definitely recommend checking that product out. These rapid storage straps right here. And you can see they come in different sizes, different kinds. We found these on Amazon recently. And by the way, anything we talk about today, we will have Amazon links down below in the video description. But these are great. We use one of these for storing our water hose. We use them for electric cords, extension cords. We hang our blower and our trimmer up with these. They're just really convenient, heavy-duty Velcro straps that have different kind of hangers and attachments. They've come in super handy. One of my new favorite items for keeping things organized down below in the basement. And since we're down here in the basement and we're talking about hanging things anyways, well, where do I hang those rapid straps from? I hang them from magnetic hooks. These have come in real handy. Different strengths. These are just about a 5-pound weight limit here. You can see I have different various things hanging up. They just stick to any metal. We have some other ones that are even heavy duty that can hold up to 50 pounds. So if you have any kind of metal anywhere around your RV, I highly recommend getting some of these magnetic hooks to help out with that. One place we even used them in the past on our fifth wheel was outside on the frame, the steps, or the pin box, all areas of metal where you can put these magnetic hooks, and we used to just hang like wet towels and swimming suits during the swim season, stuff like that. So you don't have to have like a Class A where you have a bunch of metal and steel in your basement to use these. You can pretty much find places to utilize these magnetic hooks anywhere, and they definitely come in handy for helping out with organizing and storage. And since we're talking magnetics, another item I just want to throw on the list real quick, and this may not work for everybody, but is this magnetic power strip right here. This is awesome for the Class A with all the metal down here. Before I had power strip in the fifth wheel, I kind of had to screw it into the wall. Always helped with organizing all my chargers and plugging things in. But if you can find a spot where you can put this magnetic power strip, it really helps out from having to find a spot to like permanently mount it or screw it into a wall in the basement. Another one of my new little favorite cleaning products is this right here, the Sprayway glass cleaner. And what's cool about this is it's more than just a glass cleaner. Now, I originally got this because with the Class A, we had that big front window. I wanted something that was going to be streak-free, and the Sewell motor coach, where I actually bought this motor coach, recommended this.
On your window to wipe the side of the coach, to it's just a multi-purpose.
Just kind of ammonia-free streak, just kind of good for cleaning everything, huh?
Yeah, and it's good enough to clean, but it's not overly abrasive to where it's
okay.
Hurts what you. Yeah.
Nice. But the little tip that they told me is this is great for cleaning everything, and it really is. You can just spray it all over the place, and basically it just cleans everything really good. So it's not just a glass cleaner. So yeah, I've been kind of experimenting with this and just spraying it on different places around the RV. And it turns out that it's a pretty good just kind of everyday quick cleaner just for all kind of surfaces around the RVs, not just windows. So kind of a cool thing. Pretty cheap. It's on Amazon, but you can also find it like Home Depot and places like that as well. Pretty easy to find anywhere you want to get some of this. A new item, but one that I've always wanted, is this little guy right here, the AcuRite Fridge and Freezer Thermostat wireless version. I've had this on my list for years to actually get one of these. I don't know why I never did, because it really comes in handy for letting you know the temperatures inside your freezer and inside your fridge, which can be an important thing because some of these doors, especially on these absorption style refrigerators, can easily get cracked, the flap won't work, and your fridge may be running 50+ degrees and you don't really know it. This has an alarm sensor in it, and you can set it at certain parameters to let you know if your refrigerator or freezer are getting above certain temps that you don't want. And it's great that it's wireless and magnetic, so you can usually just pop it on the fridge or anywhere else you want to keep it. One sensor goes in the freezer, one sensor goes in the fridge, and it's always just going to let you know at an easy glance what's going on inside your fridge and freezer. Now, before we talk about the next item, I want to take a quick minute and talk about the sponsor of this video. And remember, sponsors are what help keep this channel going. No sponsors, no videos. So, Harvest Host, with over 9,000 locations, has become our new go-to for getting off the road after a long day of travel, where we can relax at amazing locations with no fees. Whether it's beautiful family farms, quaint wineries, or even interactive museums, Harvest Host locations always beat their alternative of loud, sketchy truck stops or expensive RV resorts. And now, many Harvest Hosts even offer extra night stay and electric hookups. With so many amazing locations, now the hardest part is just choosing which one to stay at. And the best part is that we are supporting small businesses along the way, which is important to us. While we've really been enjoying all the different experiences, one of the best features is most of the time you don't have to book ahead of time. You can just go right on their convenient, super easy to use app, open the map, and find a location in your area while you're still traveling down the road, and book it right then and there. Listen, if you guys haven't tried them out yet, I highly recommend looking into a Harvest Host membership. After just 2 nights of using them and staying at 2 locations, it's basically paid for itself because, well, that's what it's going to cost you guys 2 nights if you stayed at an expensive RV resort. So make sure to use the link down below in the video description, and remember, use our code YWAIT20 to get 20% off of your next membership. A new item we just purchased are these convenient little toothbrush holders. Helps out going down the road. Toothbrushes always falling around, or you put them in a cup, gets pretty nasty. It's kind of nice, especially with the electric toothbrushes, the heads can pop off and actually just stay mounted right here while you charge the toothbrush handle. And when you're going down the road, you don't need to worry about the toothbrushes falling all over the place and things like that. Just a simple, quick little cheap modification for the medicine cabinet that makes, again, storage and organizing a little bit better in these tight little bathrooms. Now, the next item on the list is one that we've talked about in a previous video from last year. Same video we do each year, we talk about cheap RV items. So if you haven't seen that video, I do recommend going back and watching it after this one, because you're going to be introduced to a bunch of, well, new cheap RV items for organizing and storage and things like that. But I want to talk about this product again because, well, we had to do this modification again, and it's one of our favorites, and that is the Spice Rack Grippers. We always install these on the back of our pantry door, and it just really frees up space in the cabinets. It makes things really organized. It's easy to see the spices. They're really easily accessible. So it's just a great modification we love doing, and it's always held up well. And since we're talking about the pantry and we're in the pantry, I thought I'd go ahead and pull this out. This is the EverDry Rechargeable Dehumidifier. These things are great to have a few of these around the RV. They simply use these beads. They will change to blue once it's time to recharge them. When it's time to recharge them, simply pop that up and plug it into any wall outlet. It'll take anywhere from 12 to 24 hours for these to turn orange. You know, they're dried out again and it's ready to be used again. We like to keep one of these under our bed, closet, in the pantry, and it just helps out with the dehumidifier that we're already running, but it just helps out in those small little areas. Can't recommend these enough. We've actually been using these pretty much since day one, about 6 years ago. Always been using these EverDry rechargeable dehumidifiers. Now, this next product I want to talk about may not fall into exactly the cheapest category, as they usually average about maybe around $70 on Amazon. It's an IKEA product that you can find at IKEA. It's the IKEAtrones. They're called Trones, and they're for shoe storage. And it really helps with solving that problem of having scattered shoes all over the front entrance of the RV, which is, you know, a big problem for all of us. But you can fit about 3 to 4 pairs of shoes in each one. Nice, It's convenient, and it just kind of declutters that area in front of the door with all the shoes, and they look pretty decent, and even make a little bit of a shelf. You can stack them and even put stuff on top of them. This next one may seem a little bit obvious, but it's just basic plastic storage drawers. Bins, totes, whatever, but we actually prefer these drawers right here. We have 3 of these. We have some of these in the basement, some of these inside the RV right here, and it's just kind of lightweight, but you can usually find some pretty good spots to put these in the closet. We have some usually up in our loft area, whatever the case may be, but it's just gonna help with that mess, the organizing, things like that, and they're pretty cheap as well. Definitely helps out in the basement having some of these. I like to keep all my water parts, my electrical parts, and things like that. So I prefer these over like bins and totes, just because you have to pull the whole tote out of the basement, open the top, kind of dig through it. So I like having these bins that actually have, you know, sliding drawers, just to make things a little bit easier. Just a quick one I always like to talk about, and that is command hooks, command strips. You can never have enough of these in RV life, whether it's hanging pictures, clothes, Christmas decorations, anything. These things are great for indoor and outdoor, a variety of them. Always recommend having plenty of command strips and command hooks around the house of different sizes to hang all your needs without having to drill into these, what can be somewhat flimsy walls. The last one up on the list really is a truly cheap product, and it's just a basic curtain rod. Little hack or modification, I guess you could call it. We basically use this curtain rod just to keep these beds from falling back down on us. Once you put these heavier, high quality mattresses in these RVs, the gas struts just don't want to hold open these beds anymore. Now in the past, we have upgraded these gas struts to a heavier duty one, but having just a cheap little curtain rod with some rubber tips on it to help hold this mattress up when you're getting in and out from underneath the bed just kind of helps out. Guys, that's it. Please comment down below. Let me know what you think about some of these, or if you have any like cheap RV items, hacks, modifications, because I love hearing about these things. As always, we'll catch you next week.